Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. ربنا زدنا علما. Ameen Ya Rabbal Alameen. So let's continue our study of Jumla Ismiya. Alhamdulillah. So far we have learned about Jumla Ismiya and its three main components, Mubtada, Khabar and Muta'alliq bil Khabar. We know that the necessary components are the mubtada and the khabar. It can either be khabar or muta'alliq bil khabar, but they don't necessarily both have to be there together. We can have multiple mubtadas and we can have multiple khabars, and inshallah we'll see that later on. Today we are going to focus on the sequence of the mubtada, khabar, and muta'alliq bil khabar. We'll see that how they move around and they switch places in the sentence and what that does to the sentence. So let's see these two simple examples from the Quran to learn about some Arabic terms like muqaddam and muakhar. The first example is Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. That is a normal construction of the Jumla Ismiya. We know that the Mubtada is followed by the khabar, that is the muta'alliq bil khabar here. Lillahi. Alhamdu Lillahi Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdu Lillahi Rabbil Alameen. Mubtada, and this is the muta'alliq bil khabar. While in the next example, the second example is Falillahi Alhamdu. رب السماوات ورب الأرض رب العالمين. Here, متعلق بالخبر is followed by the مبتدا. We can see that the labels haven't changed. Here, مبتدا, and this is the مبتدا. This is متعلق بالخبر, and this is متعلق بالخبر. But their placements have been changed. We know that the standard order of a sentence is that the مبتدا is always followed by a khabar or it is followed by a متعلق بالخبر. That is our standard sequence. We know that. But when you break that sequence, like in this example, فَلِلَّهِ الْحَمْدُ, then it creates some exclusivity in the sentence. Like in the translation, we can see that Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, praise and gratitude is for Allah, the Lord of the worlds. And here, then praise and gratitude is only for Allah, Lord of the heavens and Lord of the earth and Lord of the worlds. So here we can see that only is added here, which is creating our kind of exclusivity in the sentence that the praise and gratitude is only for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So let's learn about the terms, Arabic terms for this type of mubtada and the muta'alliq bil khabar. You know that this is the normal mubtada and this is the normal muta'alliq bil khabar. But when the sequence is changed, now this mubtada becomes the mubtada muakhar. And because here the mubtada muta'alliq bil khabar is before the mubtada, it will be called as the muta'alliq bil khabar muqaddam. This is مبتدا مؤخر. This is متعلق بالخبر مقدم. And this type of sentence is creating some kind of exclusivity, a kind of exclusivity in the sentence. And the reasons that the muqaddam and this muakhar is happening, there are actually a few reasons. There are around 4 reasons, but here the main reason that we are going to learn is the exclusivity in the sentence. So whenever something is before it was expected to be, we use the word the muqaddam, and whenever we see them before it is expected, it's muqaddam. So, and if it's after it is expected, we call it muakhar. It's earlier than expected, it's muqaddam. It's later than expected, it's muakhar. But there, as we know that there are always exception to the rule. So here is an exception that we are going to learn today, that here the examples are given. We can see that fihi hudan fi qulubihim maradun fihi ayatun bayyinatun. Here this is متعلق بالخبر متعلق بالخبر مؤخر متعلق بالخبر مؤخر. Here again متعلق بالخبر مؤخر because it is before the مبتدأ. مقدم فيه and فيه this is متعلق بالخبر مقدم مقدم and مقدم. And here all these مبتدا's هدى مرض and آيات بينات مبتدا مؤخر مبتدا مؤخر مبتدا مؤخر. But it is not the exception that we are going to learn is that this is not creating any exclusivity in the sentence. Why? Because we know that mubtada is always definite, it's always marifa. But here in the example, you can see that the mubtada is nakira. There are some reasons that why the mubtada is nakira. But here, because we are learning about the muqaddam and muakhar, we'll see that when mubtada is nakira, it's not marifa. It is not creating any exclusivity that we can see here that here in the transition there is uh, just the normal transition, there is guidance in it, only is not added here just like that. Here then gratitude and praise is only for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Here this is the normal transition, there is guidance in it, there's disease in their hearts, there are clear miraculous signs in it. Fihi hudan, so there is guidance in it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't say only there is guidance only in it, because we know that in the Quran it is mentioned that in the Torah and Injil there are some guiding rules in them as well. So in other books of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala there was guidance as well. So uh, that is why here the mubtada that is nakira is telling us that even though the sequence is changed, but it is not creating any exclusivity in the sentence. في قلوبهم مرض, there is disease in their hearts. It is about the hypocrites that they don't have a single disease, but there are many diseases in their hearts. فيه آيات بينات, it is in the ayah, it is talking about the miraculous signs of the Kaaba, like Maqam Ibrahim, and there are clear miraculous signs in it. So there are other miraculous signs that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Quran. So it is not exclusive to Kaaba only. So this is the exception that when a mubtada is nakira, it is not creating any exclusivity in the sentence, even though the sequence of the mubtada and the mutalik bil khabar is changed. So this is how this type of sequence can create some really powerful meanings, enhance appreciation of the beauty and the text of the Quran. Alhamdulillah. So this is it for today. Barakallahu li wa lakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.